Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Sam from Fast Track ESL and today we're going to be going over how to format an APA 7 reference for books. So, first of all, we need to know what kind of information we need in order to format our reference. And typically, when you're dealing with books, you need to know the following information. You need to know what the title of the book is, the full title. You need to know the name of the authors. You might have just one author or multiple authors. You don't need the author's full name. You just need the last name, which in this case here is Fletcher, and you need initials. So first and middle name initials is also going to be needed. The year of publication, that's the year when the book was published, when it came out. The publisher, in this case, it's Yale University Press. The place of publication is another piece of information that we'll talk about very soon, and we'll see that that's one of the differences between the sixth edition of the APA and APA 7. And then finally, we need the digital object identifier. So the DOI is a unique code that can help us find any document and not mistake it with any other similar document that is perhaps by the same authors or has a similar title. So there's no mistaking a source when you have the DOI. And the DOI can either be this sequence of numbers, or it could be in the form of a URL, which you can see here. In either case, you will be directed to that specific document, which makes it very, very easy to find the document that's being referenced. All right, okay, so we got all of this information, and the way you're going to format your reference in the APA is you begin with the author. So you begin with the author's last name followed by the initials. So let's try to get this this reference formatted based on this template that we can see here. So the author's name is Fletcher, comma. Pay attention to all of the details. So the punctuation really does matter. So then we have DP. So as you can see, the initials, which normally appear before the last name, are going to appear after the last name here in this reference. Next, we're going to have the year of publication placed inside parentheses. So this is 2018, and you can see that the year of publication was 2018. What do we have after that? Well, there's another period, so don't forget that. Then we have the title of the work italicized, all right? So it's very important that you italicize the title. The title in this case is Disruptors, Success Strategies for Women Who Break the Mold, right? Okay, so there. That is the title. And as I mentioned, this title needs to be italicized. So I'm going to do that. Also, pay attention to the fact that I started the first letter of the first word in capitals, and then also after the colon, we again start with a capital letter for the title, for the subtitle. Okay, what comes after that? We have the title. After that, we need the name of the publisher. Now, if you are familiar with APA 6th, you will know that in that older version, we had the place of publication plus the publisher. But in this 7th edition, we only include the publisher's name, and there's no need to include the place of publication. So if you see examples where the place of publication is also mentioned, that's an older edition of the APA. Okay, so I'm going to add the name of the publisher, which is Yale University Press. Okay, and then I'm finally left with the DOI, which, as I mentioned, is this unique URL or code. And do I need to say anything like retrieved from or any preface to it? No, not really. You just enter the DOI here at the end of your reference. Now, you also want to create a hanging paragraph structure, and the way you can do this is, if you're using Google Docs like me, you click on Format, then you click on Align and Indent, and then from the menu you choose Indentation Options, and there's a special indent field. You will choose Hanging, and by default it's going to be 1/2 inch. You click on Apply, and there. That is how you format your reference in APA 7 if you have a book. Now let's do another sample together. This time we have all of the information, and we're trying to use the same format to get the sample right. Okay, now let's see. From the beginning, what do we start with? Well, you begin, first of all, with, let me just bring this all down, and so we can see everything on the same screen. There. So we have the title, we have the authors. This time we've got 2 authors. We have this is the 3rd edition. It was published in 2017. The publisher is Routledge. The place of publication is London, the United Kingdom, and there is no DOI. And you know what? There are actually very few books where you can find DOIs for, especially if you're looking at older books, because DOIs are a relatively recent thing. And even in APA 6, the DOI was used for articles and not for books, really. So let's see if we can format this reference here. So we start with the author. Now that we have 2 authors, and the first author is Moran A. Okay, and then how about the second author? Do we just, add the second author? No. Well, the way you're going to do this is you're going to put a comma followed by an ampersand, and then you have the second author. So Toner, and then again J. You want the year of publication, which is 2017. The title of the work is A Critical Introduction to Sport Psychology. Again, notice that I started with a capital letter, but then did not capitalize any of the other words. Well, if you have a proper noun in there, sure. But other than that, everything else is going to be in lowercase. Okay, so we got the title, and don't forget the title needs to be italicized. So again, I'm going to do that. And what we have after that, we have the publisher's name, and in this case the publisher is Routledge. Now, do I need to include the place of publication? No, not really. And I don't have a DOI either, so that's pretty much all it's going to look like. However, I think I missed something. If you look at the information that I've included, we can see that the book, this is the 3rd edition of the book. Okay, so how do we reflect that in in our reference? Well, you're supposed to add that here at the end of your title, okay? And then it's not supposed to be italicized. So it's just in Roman, add third edition, right? So you're using the abbreviated form, and then you close the bracket, and there you go. This is what the reference looks like. All right, guys, I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your work.